Yo, what up, my little tubers? We're back for some more sealed action. I think this is sealed action here on Arena. This is one of the qualifier play-in events. So this is the Road to the Pro Tour. What you can do is if you play in one of these qualifier play-ins, you get qualified for an event the following weekend. If where you do well enough, you can make the Pro Tour. So kind of a nice way to climb the ladder of competitive play here on Arena. And you can enter with these play-in points and other various methods. If you want to enter with gems or gold, you have that option as well. But play-in points are acquired multiple ways. The easiest way to acquire them is through best of 3 drafting. For example, if you only play limited, you can get 2 qualifier points for every 3-0 you get. Anyways, this is sealed. This is slightly higher stakes. Nothing like the Arena Open, but still some good stuff to do here. All right, 6 of our rares / mythics there, and then 3 more apparently. Some pretty good ones, although they are split over multiple colors, so not necessarily a super easy build. Let's go take a peek at what the other ones are. We have Yargle Multani, no thank you. Goreclaw, that's decent. And then complete the circuit, probably not, so. Overall, we've got some good cards. Not like one of the best bombs in the format, but some of the better cards in the format, like what, Koglin, Yadaro, just very, very good. Imperiosaur, very, very good. Atris, very, very good. Chrome Shark, very, very good. But nothing like Farewell or, yeah, whatever. Not Farewell. Sunfall, yeah, that's the one. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so for sealed, I will do my best to pull out all of the playable cards, and then we will build from there as usual. Blue looks kind of weak except for the Seed Shark, which we could splash for. Triple Eyes of Gataxias is actually really good. Black also looks completely unplayable. Holy moly, black looks really bad. It has Mauler, Unseal, just very few cards in general. Let's take a peek at red. Red's pretty damn medium as well. So red and black look very weak. Take a peek at our green now. Green actually looks okay. Some decks want Storm. I don't mind Sailback. I'm just not a huge fan of it. We have an Escort. And then generally, the majority of the multicolor cards are playable, although I don't think Yargle and Multani or Dina are very good. We only have 1 dual land? I only have 1 dual land. That's quite weak. Just a Jungle Hollow. I do have that double Racer, if we want to do some weird fixing that way. Okay, let's take a peek. So, best cards in our pool. The Dino, the Kogla, the Invasion of Zendikar, Atris, Shark, Forager, Instructor. So these are our best cards. Something like a Sultai leaning, maybe. But, well, so that being said, remember we have like no playable black. We might be able to run the Mauler and the Unseal as pseudo splashes. Maybe we can go like red, black, splashing blue. Sorry. Green, black. Green, red, splashing black. Oh, I guess we wouldn't get the Shark in that scenario. But maybe the Shark's not good enough anyways. My removal quality is quite poor, it seems. White looks bad. Just right off the bat, I can tell white's going to be very unplayable here, so let's get that out. Not enough going for that. Blue, again, it's got the Shark, it's got the Atris, and a couple of nice sorceries to go along with it, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a main color. I mean, my green's actually not that great except for like the bomby cards. It's like, okay, we're definitely playing green, I think. I guess the question is then, are we going to go green, blue, splashing black, or are we going to go green, red? And I guess green, blue, splashing black actually makes the most sense. Because red is really what? Kogla. And that's it. Maybe, I guess, not Phoenix. Invasion and Stoke. But those aren't that good. And I get a lot better cards when I move into blue and black. So let's take a peek at some kind of Sultai build. It actually looks like a good start. Let's see here. Any other cards worth splashing in Sultai? Doesn't look like it. We would get access to the Hollow. So we're at 28 cards right now. I guess the flywheel racers aren't completely necessary / even good here. We probably don't even need Meeting of Minds when we have the triple Eyes of Gataxius, which I'll draw cards anyways. I have 4 land cyclers, so I can probably get away with 16 lands. I think the Serpent is just fine, but not great. We only have 1 punch effect with it, so it's not anything super important. Order of the Mirror is my worst 2-drop. So how badly do I need that? I don't know. I guess I don't need Escort when I already have Unsealed and Acropolis, though. Maybe I can just cut the order. Go like that. What's my removal then? Tandem, Halo Forager, Invasion of Muraganda. So yeah, our removal's really poor, but our card quality is generally high. I'm not losing out on much removal overall in my deck, or in my pool rather. Like we have a Cut Short, Stoke. I don't even have a Shatter. Yeah, so just very low removal in this pool. We have 6 instants and sorceries. I bet you Baral's not actually bad here. Baral might be better than Wary Thespian with like 2 Eyes of Gataxius and stuff to curve into. Could also just cut one of the eyes, I guess. I kind of like the negate, but maybe that's not super necessary. See, we don't need render inert. Yeah, I'm okay just cutting one of the racers. I'm not a big fan of this card anyways. So blue-green, baseline, splashing a little bit of black looks decent. Don't need more than 1 swamp, maybe 2. That would be 8 green, 7 blue, 3 black. Could even go... I mean, I have 2 forest cyclers. We could even go even higher on blue in that scenario instead, and I don't think that would be bad. Feels like we have more blue early game anyways. Oh, I said 16 lands, so if I go 16 lands, then we would do it like that. 7-2, 6-1. That seems fine. Alright, let's give this a shot. Little qualifier playing event using my tokens, so I don't have to spew off some gold. You actually get some good prizes here. I didn't go over them, but if you get maximum wins, I think you get 6,000 gems or something. So assuming you have the qualifier tokens to enter and you're not entering with gems or gold, then it's pretty good value. Alright, that looks like a great hand. We have Shark into Eyes with Cryptomancer open for the backup. We'll go ahead and Swamp Cycle here. Alright, let's hope that our opponent does not kill our shark this turn. I will not block. Not worth. Thalia! That's a little bit annoying. That's actually quite a bit annoying. I guess I'm just gonna play Brawl and pass here. Hold up the Cryptomancer, I think makes better sense, and we have good blocks now if they try to go for an attack and a trick. If I block with Shark and they have +2/+2, it's a little bit awkward. Okay. That's fine. Alright, we'll just take this hit and protect our shark. Because again, I don't want to run into an aerial boost. I am going to tap out end of turn here, so if they have like a final flourish, the shark will die. Or a vanquish. That's fine though. That's not a huge deal. We already got a pretty good amount of value off of it, so... Not the best, but... not the worst. Starting to flood out a little bit here. Half of our lands already. Alright, well none of those are Phyrexians, so that's no big deal yet. Oh boy. So I think in this event you need to go 6 wins before you get 2 losses. This is not bad for us though. Okay. Token goes away anyways. Alright, well. I would say this is starting to become more unfortunate now. 10 of 16 lands in 16 cards. Alright, I'll make the double block. Wonder if they have like a Breach the Multiverse in their hand and they just don't want to, or rather they want to be able to cast it. They're trading off their better creatures for weaker ones, but we'll see if they have a big follow-up play. Alright, that's a start. That's one of our mana cyclers. We already cycled away the Mauler, but 6/5 reach here looks great, obviously. Yeah, and a way to protect it. Protect it. Okay, only one card left in their hand. And not too many lands left in my deck. This is only annoying if they have a cut short, but I think this is the right attack. Oh, they might have a... Okay, I was going to say, they might have the... +1/+1 protection card. Alright, they do. That's fine. We still get to kill their flyer. We're hoping they don't mill my Unsealed and Acropolis. They did mill my Halo Forager, though. But they're only going to get back, like, their Sun-Blessed Guardian or something, so this is not even that bad. I mean, I do need to find something next turn. If I somehow draw another land, that's just extremely unlucky. Because we've seen 13 lands at this point. Oh, are you freaking kidding, dude? Well, we were looking okay. Okay. Well, that was very unlucky. We drew about twice as many lands as our opponent. That's magic sometimes. All right, good beats. So, a couple of things I could have done differently. I didn't need to attack with my 6/5. Or I guess it was a 7/6 on that one turn. They only had one card left in their hand, but definitely didn't need to do that. I could have kept holding up protection for the shark. But man, that game just felt very, very unfortunate. Like, oof. Really good opening hand here. It's leading with turn 1 Bond Warden. We're all into double Eyes of Gataxias or something there. Okay. Green-white counters. I guess we want to go Baral into Connoisseur, because we won't be able to go double Eyes next turn. Although I could go Eyes plus Hold Up Negate now. Invasion of Gobakon. That's a nice one. I love that invasion. Any 2-mana invasion's generally really good, and this one only has a 3 defense total, so... I'm guessing they take the Connoisseur here? That might not be true. They could take Negate, I guess. Now, Connoisseur definitely makes the most sense, yeah. Fortunately, they do not have an attack this turn. And with Negate, I feel somewhat safe. If they have another backup creature on the Bond Warden, though, that's pretty gross. Ah, wow. Okay, they flipped their invasion of Gobakon, and we have a big problem. Oh, no, I can negate. Never mind. But I don't even know what I'm talking about. I can negate the backside. Thank God. Yeah, phew. I even get to rummage or loot with Baral. Okay. So that was not bad for us. Holy. Well, this is going to be an issue because, again, we don't have much removal in our deck. I thankfully have the Tandem in my hand here, and I can cycle away the Ancient to cast it. That's very aggressive. Okay. They can only attack for 3. I mean, they can attack for 6, but I can trade with the Kabu, so... Sure, I'm okay with that. Goreclaw's not bad. Is that the best play, though? Because I think just playing out the Connoisseur this turn makes a lot of sense. It blocks any of their creatures. It doesn't pressure any of their creatures, so they can just free roll attack, but it's not bad for us. Again, with only one card left in their hand, I don't feel too bad about our spot. We're still doing fine here. We're still doing absolutely fine. Alright, for a cycle. Let's get the Thespian online, and let's get the Instructor online for sure. Because we can flip the Instructor and kill the Brawler next turn. Okay. So I can turn that into a 4/6. Doesn't really do all that much, thankfully. It's a good draw, too. We can actually Atraxas fall that if we want to. Feels like it's maybe a little bit risky to flip the Herbology Instructor. I think I'm okay just Atraxas falling. We want them to just, like, if they draw a land this turn, Triple Bond Warden. Alright, I'm at 6. That's pretty good. We can do this. This will cost 5. Okay. Alright. Can you stop drawing spells for 1 turn, please? I'm just going to chump here with the Thespian because I don't want them to move around counters until I can punch something in response. That's good. So now we can make a token, or flip our token, tandem takedown. Oh, I could go for lethal here. I guess we'll just go for lethal since they passed. That works too. Alright. Opponent went 5 lands stop and kind of scared us. I mean, we were on 6 lands, so we weren't that far different, but that was close. But yeah, like I was saying, so if you enter with, oh, you even get 500 gems just for entering. But yeah, if you enter with qualifier points, payouts are actually kind of nice since you're, in essence, free rolling. But if you are entering with gems or gold or whatever, the price is steep, and you don't get a good payout until you reach the upper end. But 1-1 now. Again, we only have 1 more loss to give, but if we can get a few more wins even, that would be great. This is a slightly awkward hand, of course. I don't have blue, but that's one of our main colors. Now, if I find any green creature, it can crew the Racer to give us a blue source, or we can just rip it off the top. Excellent. That's great. Funny thing here is that Connoisseur does not crew our Flywheel Racer. But it is just a good blocker here, and next turn Atris is going to give us a lot of value. Atris is just so good. Like, obviously not a bomb, but 3/2 Menace for 4 that draws you 1 or 2 cards. It's like a creature foff. Mr. Pesty, sure. Land or DFC? Not that Magic Online doesn't have a lot of cool events like this, but Arena does have a lot of cool weekend events where you can play for higher rewards, bigger stakes and stuff. Alright, give me some cards. Target opponent looks at the top 3 cards of my library and separates them into a face-down pile and a face-up pile. Put one of them into your hand and the other in your graveyard. So if we see 2 spells, we're most likely going to be taking the double spell pile. Although if it's like Unseal the Necropolis versus 2 cards, we'd probably take the Unseal. Blighted Burgeoning Land. Is that actually good enough? Probably not. I'd rather take the 1 pile. And obviously this could be a land here, but these are mostly irrelevant, so... Alright. And we can cast that next turn because of the Flywheel Racer. Yeah, I don't mind just slamming out 6/5 tramples with Reach. Turn ahead of schedule even. Manual tapping. So they might have a Fara's Dispersal in their hand or something, or maybe they have the oh, there's there's the unseal I was talking about. Maybe they have the Meeting of Minds. Indeed. The Hawker, sure. Pass with infinite mana open, huh? Alright, let's see what they do here. Cool, I'm fine with that. They immediately topped, huh? Alright, so I'm going to unseal this turn then. I could cycle my Ancient first to guarantee 2 hits, but I think I like doing this. Sandstalker Moloch. I can't counter that with negate, so I guess they're going to hit a permanent. I guess in this scenario, I should probably cycle now my Timberland Ancient. And make sure I get 2 cards. That would have been such a good turn to play the Imperiosaur and hold up negate. I was just 1 mana short. Oh, wait, they milled... Ah, gotcha. They milled a creature for me, right. Invasion of Amonkhet, huh? Alright, I will go ahead and land cycle. We are still holding up our negate here, which I will use on the invasion. We have Halo Forager with Unseal, which is a nice little combo as well. If they wanted to, they could just flip their Herbology Instructor with the Omenhawker ability. Glistening Dawn. Well, that is also one that I need to counter. 2 6/6s? No, thank you. Once again, 1 mana off of being able to play Imperiosaur and hold up a protection effect. Oh wait, no I'm not. I'm silly. The Imperiosaur can crew the Racer and then hold up Cryptomancer now. Are you kidding? Okay, and now they get to flip their Invasion of Amonkhet immediately. Wow. That's extremely brutal. Good beats. So there's actually not... In fact, it's a 4/4 copy of something not too bad, but I mean, that still sucked a lot. I guess I'm gonna Halo Forager on their Glistening Dawn. Because they can make like a 4/4 trample ward too. They're probably gonna make a 4/4 pest, overgrown pest would be my guess. Alright, so they can... Actually, you know what? I think they should have flipped their Instructor first and killed my Atris. They had enough mana to do that with the Omen Hawker. That seems a lot better. Yeah, I think they made a slight mistake. That now, obviously I don't know what else is in their hand, but... Omen Hawker into the Instructor, kill my Atris, then copy my Atris is drawing 2 cards instead of just drawing 1. And it might only be a land with the 1, which is what they did, so... That was actually really fortunate for us. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I guess 2 6/6/6s is probably good enough. All right. Jeez. They've got a lot of card draw. Actually, I haven't seen any of my Eyes of Gataxias, have I? I have 3 of those. My Shark is somewhere crying in my deck as well. Okay. Seems bad for me. Sure, they're just dumping. I mean... Our position is not bad here, by any means. Wow, you know what? I think they have an artistic refusal in their hand, don't they? Oh, maybe not. I guess they just have activation of Omen Hawker. Nine cards left in their deck. Hermit, sure. Oh, this board is getting wide. This is kind of a bluff attack because I'm not actually going to use my Cryptomancer here if they block with Shark. Nice. Right, that doesn't really do too much. It will add 2 counters. Actually, that does kind of do a little bit. So it's a 7/7 that when it attacks makes something else a 5/5. That's, yeah, not too bad. So we can just trade that for one of our 6/6s, no problem. Although if we trade with one of our 6/6s, our Connoisseur does get smaller. Oh. Interesting. Wait. Ah, right. Base 5/5, yeah, so we're gonna have to trade with this. I'll take 8, no problem. Because they can't make any more attacks like that next turn. Let's see, do I want to make a 4/7 Flying Vigilance, or do I want to make Halo Forager a 5/3? Guess we want to make one nice... big Vigilant flyer. They have more creatures than I do, but mine are a little bit bigger. I mean, they can almost attack with everything here. This is still a pretty close game. Like, if they draw another relevant non-creature spell, even if it's removal, they still get a trigger from the Shark, so... Ugh. 6 cards left in their deck. What can I draw in mine? I still have so many good cards left. Holy crap. 3 Eyes of Gataxius. Tandem Takedown, Goreclaw. What else? In a Tidal Terror. The Shark. Any creature is just good. Why do I say these things? Okay, and now we have to go for the deck plan, so I need to just draw some spells here. Holy smokes. That was a sick draw for them. It's a good draw for us on the return, at least. But now all of their stuff has reach. So they just need to find a way to push through before decking. And I just need to find more ways to sit back and chill. Crazy, crazy, crazy. How many lands are left in their deck? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lands are milled. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So they probably have like half lands and half spells. They're doing the math here. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 creatures. I have 7. 5 get through, but a lot of them are small. God, they drew 2 6/6s last turn. So gross. They're doing the math. Okay. Well, they're sending all the big stuff, it looks like. We have a lot of good blocks if they don't attack with everything. In fact, it's probably better for us that they're not attacking with everything than if they do go for an attack with everything. But I think they realize they need to do something. Oh, wait, maybe not. Okay, well, this is fine. I mean, I get to... I think we trade off vehicle here for one of their garbage cards. Go like this on one, this on the other. Not even sure this was a great attack unless they have something. And unless they randomly order the Mauler first, or the Invoker first, my Connoisseur retains all of its power. Yeah. Well, that is an annoying draw. So Polychronos is thankfully... Whoa, my god. Only a 6/6, so our Connoisseur can just jump in front of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 get through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I assume I'm only taking 6 here. I don't think I flash out the Cryptomancer because I'm still going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 4 creatures are getting through. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can allow 6 points of damage, go to 7. So we want to make good blocks then, as best as we can. So we can chump the Polychronos, and that allows us to eat something. Although I probably want to eat the shark, I'm guessing, instead. So maybe I'm going to take 7 damage, go to 6. That seems reasonable enough. They might just die on the back crack, actually. Or what if I just make good blocks like this and take 3, 6, 9... 10, go to 3. What if I go like this, go to 4. They have that. That 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, go to 4. They lose all of those creatures except for Baral. Okay. I don't want to die to Invasion of Ogortha. Six, 11, 17, 18 damage. I guess I could have went for lethal the following turn. 3, 6, 12, 17, 18. Yeah, I probably messed up then. Could have had lethal. Only 2 cards left. Seven Toughness Connoisseur is doing huge work here. Just bounce. I don't see any reason to do anything else. And now we just chill. Great draw. I don't actually want to filter out any lands from my deck. Probably shouldn't have even played Invasion because I could have held up multiple activations plus Cryptomancer. So I did technically miss lethal by not keeping one more 3/3 alive on their all-out attack, but it's pretty risky to go for that anyways because I still have 1 or 2 cards in their hand. Crazy, crazy game. All right, we're 2-1. That hand is amazing. Wow. Don't know if I can draw it too much better than that. I guess it would be nice to have either Crypto or Negate in hand. But that's about as juicy as they come. I'm going to slam the Shark here on turn 3. There aren't that many ways to kill it. Especially since we'll be on the play. Or we are on the play. So we don't have any more swamp. Oh, wait. Do we have 2 swamps in this deck? I can't actually. I thought it is 2 swamps, right? Yeah, we have 1 more swamp. Skittering Surveyor is not the key. So we get 2 chances at a land when I cast the Gitaxias here. Oh, already found it. Nice. Nice. And I'm not going to play around cut short. We don't have any more non-creature spells in our hand currently. We already got an extra 3/3 incubate out of it, so it's good enough for me. Ooh, okay. Okay. That's pretty good. It does not have lifelink, thankfully, but it is potent. Invasion's also pretty good here. Gonna just take whatever pile has 2, like 99%, because we actually just want to hit lands here, and generally lands will be in the 2 pile. I guess the frog having Death Touch means fighting it is kind of weak, now that I think about it. What I could go for is Invasion with the Instructor. And then flipping the Instructor would give a creature -4 toughness. But that's a little bit slow. Alright, so they get to attack. I take 4, they draw a card and sacrifice either land or Surveyor. Notably, we took the 2 pile with 2 land, and then the other pile also had land, so that was great. Oh, looks like they have a punch of their own. Oh, that's fine. Sure. So Surveil, then attack. Although, man, if they attack with the frog, it's really risky, because I flip 2 incubators and smack. Yeah, they didn't even go for it. I think that's right for them. Four first strike death touch defender. A little bit less intimidating. Bola Slinger. Okay. One card left in their hand. Like this pass, flip a token end of turn, and then plan on flipping our Instructor on our next turn, killing the frog, and being able to smack down Charlie Brown. I guess they're gonna make frog a 5/5 if they see it. Oh. This is probably the turn they need to attack. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna think with the frog as well. Yeah. Okay. So tap down a creature, tapping down my 6/5. Drawing a card, sacking a land. I take 8, no problem. We go to 16. Alright, let's go for it. Tandem takedown. Sure. Four, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 15 damage here. Setting this all to face is extremely tempting. Getting this creature is fine, but not amazing. Four, 8, 9, 10, 11. They need to find 3 damage to kill me. Right. They still take 5 trample damage from this. So that'd be taking 14. Okay, they're gonna chump. Take 11. Okay. We can cast Mauler, give something else Menace next turn, makes it really awkward for them. Yeah, that's annoying. They might attack with both here, though. Fortunately, they did not. Can put them to 3. Ah, the first strike on the frog is brutal. So let's just play it slower. Draw a card, make a 3/3. Oh, that's very good. That was very good. Okay. This is a close game. Kind of wish I had flipped the invasion now, but that would have been a lot of damage lost to their face. Like, if I go invasion, I think they start racing me and start attacking with the frog. Up to 3 permanents. That's not that bad. Can I kill him here? I can make the Connoisseur 4. Oh, they get to play their lifelinker out. I guess I don't kill them unless they decide to attack a little bit. What does this flip into? At the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a permanent from your hand onto the battlefield. Actually, I was going to say, we're kind of hoping they do attack that. We win here, right? As long as they just play out their lifelinker. Oh, they have another trick. Okay, what do they have then? Have to go for this, otherwise I die next turn, right? Because they can go tap, kill. So if they had the pump, I would die anyways. Right? If I just attack with Connoisseur, I only have 4 blockers. They get to eat. I guess if it's... I guess if it's a +2 pump on their Intercessor, I wouldn't die. But then I give them time again. Right? They could clear 2 blockers. Yeah, I think I go for it. They have the untap trick. Oh, wow. Alright, I died. They had Moloch. Oh, Moloch would have killed me anyways, too, if I just attack with a flyer. They flash in the Moloch. They kill, they tap. I only have 2 blockers, yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Wait. No. I still win. Wait. No, I did it right. No, we win. Okay. Am I crazy? I'm just crazy. All right. I'm glad I made that attack. So if I don't make that attack, they have lethal. If I do make that attack, we win if it's a trick, like I was saying, or a creature like that. Okay. Whew. We're locked. We're locked for 3,000 plus gems. I actually thought that one through. I'm glad I did. Yeah, because if they have a trick, we die. Well, no. Wait. I was saying if they have a trick, I can leave the Alabaster unblocked, and then I would only take 5. Right? See? Kill, tap, block, take 5, but then they get extra. Oh no, that's bad anyways. No, I think we made the right play. But I wasn't thinking about a flash creature. I was just thinking about them having a combat trick instead. So crazy. Nice. That is another really good looking hand. Mainly because it's got Shark on turn 3 plus Crypto backup, and we're on the play. Also, if Shark dies, we have the unseal for it. It's kind of good. Not to mention all 3 colors. Let's just draw like a Wary Thespian off the top or something to clutch it. Yeah, it's not bad. I guess we actually just hold that for Shark. Want to draw land next turn, but we can go Racer plus hold up Cryptomancer if we don't draw land. Well, they had the removal. It's too bad. We can unseal it back later. We just want to draw lands for a little while. No land, no good. Racer into Thespian next. Oh, I can't. I can't even. No. Yeah, wait. I can't even Racer into Thespian next turn because the Mutagen Connoisseur has no power. So actually, I was supposed to play Thespian there. Maybe. And try to more guarantee hitting a land. It's less mana efficient though. Yeah, that's awkward. Okay, good beats. Invasion is so good. I'm gonna Greed Lord and keep that, because what I can do next turn is Brawl plus Racer, and then set it up for next turn. Okay, if that's fine. If they mill the invasion, that's okay, because now we might just randomly hit a land anyways. Realmbreaker and Vanquish gone. We're pretty damn happy to see those go away. We can just pitch our Brawl. I don't think I've cast Invasion of Zendikar on turn 4 yet. Sure. Trading with the Thallid before it flips. It's fine. Alright. Got him. That is a huge blowout. Ooh, Atris now too, huh? Let's see. Let's attack for 1 flying vigilance. Atris. And again, just taking any pile here that has 2 cards. 2 lands, snap it up. We have Unseal in our hand and a Halo Forager, so lands are definitely just premium right now. Ooh, it's not easy. Looks like it's a difficult choice. Negate Goreclaw. Wow. I guess I have to take the 2 pile. I mean, I doubt that's a land. It might be like Imperiosaur or something. Mauler, yeah. Damn, 3 spells. That was very good. And we'll have Negate open next turn. If this is their best play, I'm pretty happy with that. Nice. Oh, I have 7 cards in my graveyard. Actually, that's not great. Oh, there's the Imperiosaur. Okay. Here we go. They milled my Herbology and an Atris of their own. Wait, did they not take my Instructor? Odd. Why didn't they take the Instructor? Hmm. Slightly confused here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I can effectively tap out for Imperiosaur here and hold up Negate again. Is there a better play this turn? How do I only have 4 lands, though? That's the real question. We have so many lands stuck on the bottom of our deck. I'm gonna have to let them flip their Invasion, which is gonna give them... which is gonna give them Mauler, maybe? Oh, that's right, I have Goreclaw. It didn't cost that much. Right. And they know I have Negate in my hand. They were flipping the Invasion of Amonkhet here anyways, so that's why I figured tapping out's probably fine. Oh, they have a Mauler as well. Okay, so we're gonna tandem takedown this turn, I think. I guess I could just go for lethal next turn. If I tandem take down a creature. 6/6, for example. They're gonna flip another Mauler? This is interesting. Yeah, alright, let's let this happen. Can't negate that, obviously. It's a creature. I assume it's just another Mauler. Yeah. They're gonna pump itself. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna unseal back my shark then. To hit its Sugu and we didn't mill a land again. Holy smokes. I'm actually gonna take Baral since we're so stuck on mana right now. We can attack with the Gore Claw because we put one takedown counter on it, or one takedown pump on it, and it can trade with a 6/6. We might get hidden lethal here, depending on how they block. Because both the Imperiosaur and Gore Claw have trample. Oh, you know what? I should have attacked with Atris too. This was really bad not to have attacked with Atris. Whoops. Because Atris, they'd have to double block it, and if they double block Atris, they can't win. Alright, they single blocked, so we just go bam, bam, bam. And that should be uber trample lethal. Nice! Woo! We drew very few lands there, but we had enough to do. Or rather, we could still cast enough stuff, even though we were a little bit pinched on manas. I guess us to 4 wins, locked in for 4,500 gems. Keep it going. Feeling good. And again, this is just free roll for us here. So, as far as I'm concerned, even if we lose right now, it's a good place to be. We've had some good games. On the play again with a great hand. No complaints. Nice to start with all 3 of your colors every single time, although I guess we have Burgeoning even if we didn't have our Splash readily available. Alright, so we're going to go Eyes of Gataxius next turn. And then the turn after that we can go Burgeoning Animate. Oh, maybe we just go Atris next turn. It's fine by me. Pretty surprised they didn't opt to attack there. But I guess they want to hold back the 3/3 as well. We'll just take our draw too. Although if it's 2 lands versus Unknown, I will take Unknown since we don't need more lands. Land spell versus Unknown would make it a little bit more interesting. Obviously, depending on what the spell... Holy moly. Okay, I'm gonna take the 2. I mean, we might lose some... They tried to get me. They put land versus invasion plus Goreclaw, and we got them. Sure, I guess they get to steal one now, but that's funny. Did not take the bait. Alright, Goreclaw down. I assume they have a Spite or something in their hand. I'm not going to attack with a Thespian. I don't mind trading any of these other ones off. Just Spite the Atris. Or Flourish, sure, same thing. In the BD, we want to get that removal out of their hand before we try to resolve our invasion of Muraganda. Ooh, a little bit of white. See, I have 7 mana next turn. I'm going to start holding lands for discard effects. It's fine. They can make a 2/2 and rummage. I don't care about that. Oh, even attacking with the 1/1 is kind of surprising. I don't think they were supposed to attack with the 1/1 there. I guess we can play one more land out. If they have Invasion of Eldraine to make me discard 2, we don't need this Brawl anymore. That's no surprise. So they can hit me for... again, I don't think they're going to attack for 5, but... Jeez, they are. Not leaving a 1/1 back for the Wary Thespian is really weird. I assume they have another removal spell in their hand, so I'm not going to go for the invasion because they know about it. I think what we're going to do here is activate. Oh, it's so tempting, though, if it works. Ah, it's just too juicy. Okay, I did not expect that to work. I'm losing 6 damage on face, but this, I think, makes sense. They might have a Wrath in their hand if they're making such aggressive attacks. But if they just use another removal spell to kill the Plasm, we're really happy about that. I see. Good news here is that they don't actually get back anything relevant from their graveyard. But... we do have to try to beat a 6/6 Vigilance Menace lifelink, so... and I do not have many ways to do that, except... oh no! They just got rid of their Deadly Derision! No! Oh, that's brutal. We actually need them to cast another instant or sorcery removal spell. That's funny. That's a good draw. This says another creature, right? We actually got wrecked. Because they were able to eat their Deadly Derisions out of their graveyard. If you could kindly cast another Deadly Derision for me, that'd be great. That's fine. I mean, if they attack with the Kroxa and Kunoros, we'll double block with 3/3 and 4/4. Do I just cast an Eyes now instead? I guess I probably do. We don't even know if the opponent has more Deadly Derision type cards in their deck. And with negate in hand, I think I'm pretty confident just multi-blocking the Kroxa and Kunoros, even if it's not that good. I need to start pressuring their life total, though. Man, if we get to negate something, we do have Brawl, so that would give us an extra loot as well. Alright. I see we're back on our draw nothing but lands. Oh, wait. That's right. I can target their shark with the plasm to make it lose flying. Nice. So we do get to start, or keep pressuring a little bit. Totally forgot about that. They are on a clock, but it's not that fast, because in their moment of need, they can, again, just attack the Kroxa and Kunoros. I am not going to counter that, because one, that doesn't really matter, and two, it actually gives us a surveil. Alright, and that was basically drawing a card, thank you. That's so funny. They ate their Deadly Derisions and other removal spells for my Halo Forager nonsense. Yep, might as well attack with the Shark, since I can just turn theirs off. As evidenced by the previous turn. Blah, 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 blah. That's 14 lands out of 16 gone. 14 lands and 26 cards. Absolutely bonkers. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, what the heck, dude? Oh, no! No! I meant to block there. I accidentally clicked through. Whoops. Oh, God. Now I have to chump the shot. Oh, my lord. Well. I made a big mistake there accidentally. I should be at 7. Holy moly. I mean, that's a obvious throw. If they had sacked their Thalid there, I think I would have lost. Wow. I just clicked through accidentally. Good beats. Good beats. So I'd be at 7, I'd be taking 4. We wouldn't have him dead next turn, but it would have been brutal. Ah, one little misclick. Oh, man. I didn't have fun. Okay, so what happens there if I don't misclick? I would have gone to 3. They would have still been at 10. This would have been off the battlefield. I wouldn't actually be able to attack with the Halo Forager again the following turn, but we would... No, let's see, I'd be at 3. Tidal Terror wouldn't be able to attack either, because I'd have to tap 2 creatures, so I guess I'd still be at the whim of my top deck, but I would have another draw step. Wow, that sucks. Unfortunate misclick there through my through my blockers phase, but I mean, we did get a little bit unlucky there too to flood out so badly. But still. Man, that's an unfortunate way to end it. Good beats. Well, no problem. Like I said, this was all gravy. This was just bonus 4,500 gems, so that's nice, because technically I was already qualified, so don't tell anybody, but I was kind of dream crushing. I just wanted some extra gems. So, fun stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.